Love Life with Pisces Woman and 5 Brutal Truths. Pisces women are some of the most nurturing, sexy, creative, and empathetic signs of the zodiac. Their water nature gives them a natural fluidity that allows them to adapt to different situations and pushes them to heal and breathe new life into all kinds of relationships. Though they're very loving and unbelievably charming, they're not necessarily an easy sign to love. Oh, you'll fall in love with her without a doubt, but along the way, you'll find many different characteristics that seem cute at first, but can be annoying when you have to deal with them day after day. Their loving, sensitive, and emotional personalities can be downright adorable in small doses, but when they're part of your day-to-day life, you might start perceiving things a little differently. Here are 5 brutal truths about loving a Pisces woman that you should keep in mind if you plan to dive right into their world. Before we proceed, don't forget to subscribe to Zodiac's Talks channel and click on the bell icon and select all to get notifications of all the latest updates. Number 1. She lets her emotions guide her. Everyone knows Pisces women are emotional. It is, after all, one of their most distinctive traits. What you may not know, though, is the extent of which Pisces women let their emotions guide them in life. Some call it intuition, others call it fickleness. What is true is that Pisces women often make choices or change their mind not based on cold hard logic, but rather on how they feel in a specific moment, which can be amusing or endlessly irritating. Even when no important choices is at stake, you might find yourself walking on eggshells, trying to avoid hurting Pisces' feelings, particularly if you have a rather blunt sense of humor. They cry easy, they get angry even easier, and in a blink, they're back to their sunny, happy selves, leaving a path of destruction behind them and a very confused partner who just wanted to know what she wanted for dinner. Loving a Pisces woman involves a lot of improvising, so you want to make sure you're ready to face whatever she throws at you. Her anger can turn into happiness at the drop of a hat, only to turn into sadness, and if you're unable to roll with the punches, her emotional tsunami might just sweep you with it. Number 2. They're lazy. Let's make something perfectly clear. A Pisces with a goal in mind is a woman who won't be stopped. When a Pisces woman wants something, they'll move heaven and earth to achieve it, pulling endless reserves of energy and patience from who knows where until they reach their goals. Pisces aren't lazy when it comes to the things that matter to them. Everything else, though, they'll take it as easily as possible, even if it can lead to negative consequences in the long run. They love to sleep in and spend an entire day in their pajamas, reading a good book or marathoning a series. They're not wild about exercising, but if they do, it's usually low-impact activities like swimming, yoga, or Pilates. Their bed is their favorite place in the entire home, and once they lie down, you'll have genuine problems getting her out unless you bribe her. While this isn't a deal-breaker to many signs, for others, it may be a nightmare. The Zodiac go-getters might take a look at Pisces' laid-back attitude and groan at their laziness, while the more relaxed signs might just join her in bed to watch TV. If you want to laze around, then a Pisces woman is perfect for you. If you'd rather go for a hike, then dating a Pisces woman might just work for you, as long as you don't mind hiking on your own. Number 3. She thinks herself a savior. There's nothing wrong with wanting to help people. In fact, if we could all help people a little more, the world would undeniably be a better place. The problem is that Pisces women tend to help people a little too much, even if it's inconvenient to her or to others. Pisces women will go out of their way to help as many causes that motivate her, and will happily drag you along even if you've repeatedly asked her to leave you out of it. She'll convince you to tag along to make food for the homeless, guilt trip you for bringing meat instead of a cruelty-free alternative, get angry at you for daring to bring straws, and, if that wasn't enough, she might scream at the homeless for daring to litter. Pisces women will adopt a million little causes in her quest to save the world. And while wanting to improve the world we live in is commendable, their attempts to motivate you into joining her crusade can be incredibly annoying. What's more, she often doesn't think things through or plans accordingly, which means that if you two share a bank account, it won't be uncommon to see your joint savings being used to pay for her goodwill. Don't get us wrong, we love Pisces women for wanting to help everything under the sun, but at some point, after the 6 disabled dogs she adopted, you start to realize that there's such a thing as helping too much. Number 4. Auto-sabotage is her second name. When we love someone, we want what's best for them, which is why it can be so frustrating to see a Pisces woman be her own worst enemy. Pisces women are smart. They're self-aware enough to understand that they're the ones holding themselves back, but that doesn't mean they know what to do to prevent it. Part of the problem is their emotional personalities. More often than not, their emotions get the best of them. Even when they're consciously trying to prevent this, they can arrive at a situation with a plan and throw it out the window when things get too intense. There's very little one can do about this as a partner, but the best you can do is offer your support and be there for them if things get hard. Don't criticize them. Chances are they're well aware of their actions. Number 5. She gets lost in her head. Pisces women tend to fantasize and daydream a lot, which isn't necessarily a problem on its own, but can lead to completely unrealistic expectations of the world and the people who surround her. Because they like to fantasize about the best possible scenario, it is not uncommon for Pisces women to be dissatisfied with the things they're living and with the things you do for them. It's not that they don't appreciate your sacrifices or your help, but instead that, somewhere along the line, she started thinking about how nice it would be if you did more, and suddenly, what you're doing doesn't seem like enough. While this may seem annoying and unfair, bear in mind that it goes both ways. Just like she expects more of you based on her daydreaming, she'll expect a lot more of herself that's realistically possible, which means she might end up frustrated with you and with herself. It's a strange and frustrating little quirk that nonetheless can be easily sidestepped by reminding your Pisces lover of all the great things she does do. And while you're at it, to bring her attention to the things you bring to the relationship. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, share, and let us know your thoughts in the comment box.